There we go. I see we already got some people in the building. Welcome back to the show. DonLexy here with another live reaction. Welcome back. Let's do some work, everybody. Detroit in the building. Edwina's first in the building. Let's make it happen. I've had some things going on in my personal life that's kept me away from the show for a little while. I had to take care of business. I have to take care of my life before I can be a podcaster. But we are back. Let's get it. Detroit in the building. Let's make it happen. Drop those locations. Same as usual. Same as usual. Let's make it happen. Thumbs up, thumbs up. We have a lot of archetypes to cover. Much love to Emperor Dub. Everybody down there. Let's make it happen.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis.
The meds are actually working great. Thanks, Brandon. This will be the show for tomorrow. If we sponsor today's show, we come back here and we cook this hyena. She brought Kevin Samuels up. She was shading Kendra G. We're going to discuss it. Let's make it happen. How you all doing today? Let's have a good evening. Boy, have I been busy. I've been working out all day. We got a lot going on. But we're going to make it happen. Mississippi in the building. What's up, Jacob? Y'all good? Glad to be back. Georgia in the building. Let's get it. BLP, we here. We here. The delusion is high, so we here. And that's what we do. Let's get it. Case in California in the building. We're going to discuss Kendra G and all of her delusion. Let's get into it. We're gonna react to some archetypes as well. You definitely want to be here for tomorrow's show. Let's make it happen. Much love to everybody who continually supports and rocks with us through the good times and the bad times, the ups and downs, my day ones. Let's make it happen. Carson, California in the building. I think Jacob's representing Georgia. Chicago in the building. Let's go. I missed you too, Edwina. We back. Let's make it happen. I hate to leave my people hanging. I hate it. It's one of the main things that just ruin my week. When life happens and life starts lifing and then you have to do what you got to do. But if I take care of my personal life, you guys will still have a podcaster at the end of the day. So that's how we work it. I still have a personal life and it's all good. No excuses. I'm back and I'm better. Hope all is better. Everything is better. Everything is good. We're clear to work. We're clear to work. I just had to take care of my life, everybody. Mick says, let's cook. Let's get it. Much love. Let me let off that sound.
Let him cook.
Much love for dropping that 5 on the show.
Let him cook.
Shouts out to the Dollar Crew.
Let him cook.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I am glad to be back. What's up, Akin? What's up? I'm glad to see all of you guys. Let's get it. Glad to be back. I was hating to see archetypes that I wanted to react to drop, go viral, and I had things that I had to do that wouldn't allow me to get back to the show. Every now and again, I will have to put my personal life ahead of the show, which is one of those unfortunate aspects about being an independent content creator. But again, I'm back. I'm here. Consistent shows. We're going to keep pumping them out. We're going to start doing more short form content as well. Now that I've been able to get over this hump that I've been dealing with, now it's time to get to work on some short form work for you guys to be expecting in the morning. A lot going on. Let's go ahead and get into it. Boy, we actually have 2 different demeanors to disqualify to start the show. Actually, as we move to the back of the show, where Kendra G, had a conversation and she was compared to Kevin Samuels. We're gonna get into that, and we're gonna talk about why Kevin Samuels' name can't escape Kendra G. That's what we're gonna do. Much love to Arthur. He came through and took the sponsor spot to start off. Much love to Arthur. Because you got to take care of yourself, man. I know. And I think I had put off taking the break that I needed so much that I hit a wall, and then it's like, then I actually had to start dealing with real things that actually had to keep me away from the show. So you're right, man. If you don't take care of yourself first, you're eventually going to have to delay what you have going on anyway. Much love to you, Arthur. You're currently the show sponsor. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate your contribution and your consistent contribution to the show. Thank you. Okay, let's play.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I live in Virginia. I've been here since '99.
So you didn't go to Hampton?
No, I didn't.
Okay, it's for Hampton, VA, 757.
757.
How old are you, Alicia?
I'm 45.
Okay, what you do for a living, boo?
I'm actually a protection officer, so this is my second time on your show.
Okay.
Girl, I was at work and you picked me and I was like, oh my gosh. And so they started calling my job. I was like, Lord Jesus.
They start calling your job cousins. I told y'all, those are the cousins I hate. I was just saying earlier, I got some cousins I love and some cousins I just don't fuck with. And the ones that was calling your job are the cousins that I don't fuck with. Why would y'all call this girl's job?
They was calling my job. I was like, wait a minute. I was hanging up so fast.
Oh my God.
I was like, Lord Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You still got your job though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you meet anybody?
No, unfortunately, I didn't. It was a lot of Africans, even though I don't have nothing against Africans, but it was a lot of people from different countries, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
Kendra has something against Africans. Dare share, Kendra? No, I'm just kidding. Let's get back into it.
They try to get to America.
Yeah.
That has lowered since they're no longer able to be on the app. And listen, there's no hate. We understand. Listen, I understand the hustle. We just gotta be honest with you. Listen, I already told the men before when they used to call in, they used to be like, I just want someone to love me. No, Tom, I want to get my ass out this country and I want to come to your country and I will be your man as long as I have to, according to the green card papers. And then once that shit's over, I'ma leave your ass. And guess what? That honesty still might get you a closed deal.
Rockhound Publishing says one dude that already knew her called her job. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. For some reason, it does sound a little bit exaggerating, but just for the sake of it, let's just continue. Much love for that, Rockhound. You one of them ones.
Because women might only need a man for like 2-3 years. Like, you know what? My kids, I just need somebody to help me raise these damn babies for about 3 years. Okay, come on, bring your ass over here from Nigeria. Try. Right. What you want to do? Okay, sign this paperwork. But they will come on and they will lie. Right. And they will say, I just want unconditional love. I don't want nobody in my country because nobody in their country ever good enough.
Kendra, is that what he told you? Is the Nigerian that you were dealing with, did he tell you that all he wanted was not? Because I feel the secondhand. My camera is tilted, guys. My picture isn't tilted. I think my camera is. But is that what he said to you, Kendra? Because this sounds very personal. I'm just saying. Let's go ahead and get back. Let's get back. Sounds like you've been through something like this.
Which
Kendra.
I don't understand.
Right.
But, so I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. That is okay.
All right, so let's try it again. You ready to try it again?
I'm ready to try it again. Let me take my head down.
So we got Lisa Hampton, Virginia, 45. Do you have any kids?
I am a mother of 4 sons.
4 sons. How old are your 4 sons?
My oldest son is 29, 24, 19, and 16.
All by the same man?
No, by 2. My oldest son is by someone else, and my 3 sons is by my ex-husband.
Okay, when did you get divorced?
2019.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
A Taurus.
Oh, when's your birthday?
April 21st.
You're April 1st. Okay. Real quick, why did you get divorced? You don't gotta tell us if you don't want to.
I guess we just grew apart from each other. I was with him since I was 19. We got divorced when I was 39. So.
Okay, you're divorced when you're 39. All right, so we got Alicia Hampton, Virginia.
My bad, guys. I didn't mean to mute myself. I didn't say anything too important. I basically just said that a lot of these modern women, a lot of these single mothers, their reasonings for wrecking their homes are not good enough, basically. That's basically all I said. Basically all I said in a nutshell is that the single mothers in the black community, your reasons for leaving the father of your children, they're just not good enough. You said you were with him since you were 19. You left him when you were 39. What did you get, bored? What did you get, a degree? What did you start out earning him? What happened? Because you said you grew apart. What does that mean? That's not a real thing. When, like, I think that we have a real issue with, like, black single mothers not understanding the value of a nuclear household and not understanding that kids need to see their mother and father together, not just while they're living in the house, but even when they bring their children back to the family structure. It's nothing like going off, having children of your own, and when it comes time for you to bring them to the people who brought you into this world, Big Mama lives that direction, and Paw lives in that direction. You got all these different Christmases, all these different Thanksgivings. You got to make sure everybody feels seen and everybody feels cared for. And really, you're not even the one who was in a divorce. Yet you now have extra work to do. You have 2 places to bring your children instead of 1 for all these events, because 2 people just decided we grew apart. I just don't know why you women don't realize that's not an adequate excuse. That's not adequate. When you create another human being with a person, we grew apart. That's your kids won't accept that. So it's just in the black community, we're used to being punked by our mothers to where, like, don't question God or don't question your black mother. So we never get to speak up for ourselves. But you better believe your kids think like that. They do.
Virginia 45 tourist, protections officer, mine of 4 kids by 2 men. 1 was her ex-husband. All right, girlfriend, and she's from Brooklyn, New York. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
What kind of man am I looking for? Someone that's going to be true, loyal, kind of a hard worker like me. I'm not too picky, but somebody that can make me laugh. Genuine, a genuine heart.
A genuine heart. Okay.
Heart, okay.
Yeah.
Should he look a certain way?
No, to me, as long as he got 2 eyes, I'm okay with that.
Long as
I'm not gonna say. I'm not real picky. Because the ones that look horrible is the ones that actually treat you right. And then.
No. You ladies need to stop doing this. And this is very narcissistic. You women always say you don't want narcissistic men in the dating market. You say you don't want to deal with narcissistic men. Well, I think if you don't want that to come to you, you shouldn't project that out there. Because to get with a man who you believe is lesser so that you can have a better chances or better odds, that's corrupted thinking. Like, and that's why it always ends up in abuse for the guy. The guy ends up getting abused. You guys go, how could you cheat on me and I gave your ugly ass a chance? That's abusive. It's just nobody's been there to check you guys and tell y'all that that's not right. That's not kind. And you're just as harsh as the men you think are being mean to you on podcasts. How you doing, Fantasy Island girl? Welcome. Project Leroy, how you doing? Jenny, what's happening? Let's get back into it.
From what I know in experience, as soon as you get with a guy that's not on your caliber, October, that's when all the females want to flock to him. So I'm not.
So as soon as you
I'm gonna
get with a
say
guy that you feel is out of your league, all the women want him?
no. I'm not gonna say out of my league. I'm talking about, I guess, far as like appearance wise, face wise. You know, not one of those light skinned, Denzel Washington looking guys. You get a regular looking guy, a lot of females just, start paying them more attention once you get with them, kind of thing.
Ooh. A lot of females start paying him more attention. Okay.
Yeah.
That's because the more bodies a man gets, his value goes up. The more bodies you collect, your value goes down.
Okay.
So the looks really don't matter. As long as he treat me, right, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Okay. What about money? She make a certain amount of money?
Um, I ain't gonna say 200,000, 100,000, and nothing like that. Something where he can take care of himself and provide for me as needed.
Okay.
I got my own job. I pay my own bills. So
That needs to be a specific number.
All right.
if
So she
he
got her own job, pay her own bills. What about? Oh, let's do the Kendra cam.
let's do the Kendra cam. Wait, hold up.
Your Wi-Fi messing up a little bit, babe.
Oh man. Wait, hold up.
Oh, in Hampton.
No, he do not have to be in Hampton. I got.
Okay. Y'all got a shape. Woo. So, Alicia,
All right, did y'all see her just do that right there? Did y'all catch that right there? Did y'all see her just shake her shimmies like that? That's the involuntary over sexualization of the black women. Black women sexualize themselves without any help from rap music, black men, or anything. Black women are the only people coming on Kendra G's show giving an extra little twerk tease, shaking their titties, smushing them up, doing all this extra stuff that's not even called for, and then y'all turn around and wonder why other men think that y'all put out more. It's because of the things you do and say. It's that simple. It's that simple. There is not an over-sexualization of the black woman. The black woman is a little bit more loose in her nature.
you want the guy to be in Hampton?
Say that one more time.
You want him to be in Hampton?
No, he do not.
Somebody said rewind the tape.
Okay. Y'all got a shape. Woo.
I'll be
So,
right back, guys.
Alicia, do you want the
I'll
guy
let
to be
y'all
in
watch the
Hampton?
Kendra cram one more time. I just gotta run to the restroom.
Wait, hold up.
Okay. Y'all got a shape. Woo. So, Alicia, do you want the guy to be in Hampton?
Say that one more time.
You want him to be in Hampton?
No, he do not have to be in Hampton. I got a car. I can travel. Hopefully, he will have a vehicle too.
Okay, what's the age range you want to date? You're 45.
I would say my age range would be between 45 and 55, I would say.
Say again?
45 and 55. But to be honest with you, a lot of 35-year-olds been hitting me up lately. They be like, hey, Ma, how you doing? And you know what they say? I want to do grown people things with you. And I said, what is that? Pay bills? Because that's what grown people doing nowadays. We paying bills, young man.
Well, how low was he?
They be 35. It be a lot of them. I'd be like, let me guess, you about 35, right? They be like, yeah, how did you know? Because I'm psychic, and I just walk off. But, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say a 35-year-old is not, mature. Because there's a lot of mature 35-year-olds. But I just, I want them to live their life. At 35, you got a lot of life to live. I've already been married before.
So 45. So what's the youngest?
I would say 45 to 55.
Okay, 45, 55. So when was your last relationship?
My last relationship was when I was married, to be honest.
And that was, when did you get divorced?
That was 2019.
Okay, so that's 6 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
The last time I was intimate with somebody was last night.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What you calling me for? What's up with him?
No, that's just my friend. He's just my friend, you know.
You let him?
Now, and when talking about how black women aren't needing help over sexualizing themselves, you see black women also have a willingness to have casual hookups, friends with benefits, in ways that, or they're open about it. Even if other women are doing it, I'm willing to give black women this. Other women might be doing it, but they don't have a willingness to be forthcoming about it the way that you are. This is how your stigma of being a looser woman or a easier woman comes from. It comes from your behavior, which you don't know how to behave. And again, for you to not even see the issue with this says so much about, like, again, and when talking about she's got two different children by two different men. When talking about how we end up with so many single mother-led households, when I say that we don't have a deadbeat problem in the black community, that's a lie. We have a black women don't know how to pick fathers issue in the black community. Black women are putting stimulation and swagger over substance. That's what's happening in the black community. You guys are thinking about feeling good, coming, getting off, however you want to put it. Y'all are worried about that before you're worried about if he's a father, if he's going to actually help you raise children, and so on and so forth. You need to make sure he can hit it right first. You guys have the process out of order. It makes perfect sense why we have a community left with nothing but single mother led. It's because you all don't know how to vet men, and nobody wants to check you. I will. Death Before Designer says, AK, please, dog. And I mean, Kendra's right. Like, what's going on in your life where you think you can have somebody who you give your body to, but not consider as a mate? What do you think your kids think about? What do you think your kids think about the fact that you could be out there looking for them a stepfather who actually would maybe come in and be of real value to their life, and all you're thinking about is getting off? Come on, man. Come on. You have to see the issue with this, but maybe you don't. And maybe that's the problem, guys. If she doesn't see the issue in it, then maybe this is... I know, man. It was the perfect time. I was like, I couldn't believe as soon as I was coming back, I heard that, and I was like, oh, what better timing to get back in there? And here's the thing. Here's from my observation. In my observation, most black women who have these kind of casual hookups, they're not even 304s. They're not women who sell their box. They're not women who will just sleep with anybody. They just choose to prioritize being sexually stimulated over securing a substantial, stable man. It's just a matter of one is more important to them than the other. Unfortunately, I've had women who I know who I'm not gonna say their name because they shared in confidence, but they were actually willing to admit that they would pass up on a guy who they knew would do everything else, but he couldn't crack it the right way. I'm just like, man, you're willing to pass up on a life of provision and security and protection So you can, I mean, I guess. I mean, a part of me when I was a younger guy, I had to say, well, all right, man, I guess. Shouts out to RM. That's the greatest moderator on YouTube. Show some love. How you doing, RM? Welcome. But okay. Sleeping with random, I don't know. I don't even, you know, well, no. Sleeping with random men, no. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I could, because, and trust me, I know hoes. I told you I didn't have the best past, right? And the only reason here's why I can spot it. Here's why I can spot a woman who isn't a hoe. All of my homies from back in the day are probably watching like, don't do it, no. It's because slutty women are a great deal of fun. And because I didn't understand the cost of that fun when I was a young man, I've experienced some things. And, you know, I guess what I learned is that I kind of like them better touched by their uncle. Just kidding. Just kidding. See, that's why y'all shouldn't play with me, because I'm going to go too far and then everybody's going to be like, why am I even subscribed to this dude? But you're right. I mean, well, again, I don't know if she's a 304 or not. But what I'm saying is the problem with like the culture of this behavior is that some of you women act like this, and y'all might have one dude who y'all casually deal with on the side, but your behavior is out there like a 304, but really you might have one dude who you crack every now and again. But my issue with her is that she should be actively looking for a stepfather. It's not that she wants to get cracked. It's where she's prioritizing it. Because I'm not like moving out here like, oh yeah, black women, y'all just shouldn't want to feel nothing. Y'all should be perfectly okay with just not being pleased in bed. I don't want that to end up being the message either. I just feel that it's not prioritized in the right spot. And that's why you should stay out of the dark aspects of the hood and just live right. Because, you know, you'd be normalized to the wrong things. Just like I'll talk about, you know, how overweight women can get normalized to the wrong things. You know, I don't want women to think that I don't want them to be pleased in bed. That's a bad message to send off too. I don't think that either. I just think I've seen women prioritize. They'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to work through that because he got a job, he got a business, or he has investments. They'd be like, okay, he might not be that great in bed. This is how the women who are winning in the dating market think, ladies. They're like, okay, well, I can work on that. Even if sometimes it can't be worked on. It's 4 or 5, but it's still top 5. I think for time's sake alone, we might move on from her. We already seen Kendra Cam, but let's see. I got a feeling this is going
Okay,
somewhere.
you the second lady in the last week and a half that be calling me. Let me give y'all some advice, okay? If you trying to get another man to be your man, having sex with your friend is not the way to reveal. Because no man wants to know you got a friend that when you get mad at him, you can go over Leroy house, your friend.
That is true, Kendra, but men are also not naive enough. Men also aren't so naive that they don't know that all you women, ain't none of y'all single. When we date y'all think that we don't know y'all talking to somebody? Like, just stop. Just cut it out. I will not have. I got young people under 30 trying to. I'm not gonna have false narratives being spewed around here. Somebody says I respect whores, not the other one. I get the logic. You have to go into some places most men have never seen to understand that logic.
I've seen things you've only seen in your nightmares.
You guys are funny. You kind of can tell when a woman's pair bonder is broke. She just acts like getting peen is a real loose thing. She's just like, yeah, he just, one girl said this to me one time. She was like, oh, that's just head. I said, y'all are talking like, okay, I heard that y'all were being masculine and y'all were trying to be men, but I didn't think that y'all literally were like relishing guys to just topping y'all off. Cold business, also. Mad diabolical work. And you women are super masculine for that. Stop it. How dare you not want to go all the way with a guy who's like, oh, but you can just eat it. The disrespect. Men, do better.
Friend with benefits.
That's true. That's true.
Remember, I'm gonna give y'all
Ray Moore, what's up, brother?
I think the answer is you
man,
don't
these brothers
have
in these
to
suits,
answer
man.
that question.
I like
It's
seeing
the
us in
one
these
question
suits, man.
you can say, Kendra, I don't want to answer. If you have, now, let me tell you the only reason why men can get away with this. Because women don't really care. Y'all say y'all care, but if a man is fine and he got a woman in the background, I know the proof is in the pudding. I own dating apps. I own a dating app. Y'all still gonna reach out. So I know y'all be talking a lot of shit, but I know the data. So it should work in a man's favor, but it can't. But it's really not gonna work in a woman's favor unless it's a guy from Africa who just want to get to the country. He don't give a damn if your man live with you too, because he's trying to live with you because he wants to be here. He don't care if your baby daddy live with you because he trying to get out of his country. That's the only man that's watching my show that don't give a damn if you slept with somebody in the last 24 hours. Every other decent man gonna care. So ladies, stop.
Yeah, like I've always wondered, black women come in. Black women come here. Come here. This is most of y'all. Most of y'all are late to the fact that other women, they are wise enough to keep their little trollop exploits private. Not you. Black women, y'all think that y'all can, because y'all are standing on business so much and y'all think y'all have an invisibility cloak when it comes to social norms and social acceptability. What ends up happening is you guys end up making a fool of yourselves because you're comfortable where other people will never be comfortable. You see? You're lacking self-awareness, boss. Kendra's actually trying to help you. She's lost herself, but she's still trying to help you. She knows that any guy worthwhile, at least, he gonna be like, nah, I'm good. And he might even do that knowing that that doesn't make you a 304, but he may do that just thinking that that's who you're gonna fall back on every single time you're challenged with him, which is what Kendra said, and that actually is reasonable. She also just got played by an African herself. That's a part of it. I don't think that my people want to see you anymore. Like, I have to move on from you, I think, because I don't think my people want to see you. Yeah, I don't think my people want to see you. I got to read Ray Moore's comment. Ray Moore says, women have been left to their own devices and guidance in these last decades. They are all the products of those choices. Jealousy and bad advice. Absolutely. Absolutely. And look at the clueless gaze of these women. They have no idea. They have no idea how far they are from acceptable. That's really, I think, what never stops being baffling. That black women, the cost of you standing on business and no matter what, can't nobody tell y'all shit. The cost of it is that you're more messed up than you recognize. Because you've been trained to not ever see your flaws, right? Because any man who don't got a good relationship with his mother, don't trust him. That's another way to keep all the bad mothers safe. You guys have something for everything in a black woman's life to try to make it to where she's still all right. That's why even when deadbeat mothers leave their sons behind, they could come back to him when he's 17 and still be like, I'm still your mama. Watch how you... Even if she's never been there, even if he's seen her running around, jumping fences, acting wild, asking for change. I saw my friends go through it. I'm just saying. Nothing like being a black boy in the community watching other black boys who have it harder than you. My God. You don't even got to be religious to say, my God, Lord Jesus. make a non-religious person go, my God. Darren says, baby mamas don't understand. They are easy to pray for. Every man looking for a woman to sneak in without commitment. Free game. Yeah, it's like you're a lick. A lick. We've been here a while.
Saying it.
But yeah, Kendra tried to help you. I don't know if you can learn. I can't stay here because just off principle alone, I can't stay here because we have two demeanors to disqualify.
Kendra, Kendra, what you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
For real, clutching my proverbial pearl.
You vacuuming?
No, that's my fan, man. I stay in these old stupid ass apartments and my air keep going out, and I got to plug up the fan, and the fan making all this damn noise.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it, guys.
You having problems with Uber? I'm having problems with the apartment people.
What city you live in?
I live in Houston, but I'm from New Orleans.
So it's hot in Houston right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's your name, girlfriend?
My name Tasha.
Tasha. How old are you, Tasha?
I'm 33.
What you do for a living?
I'm a security guard.
Okay, you have any kids?
Yeah, I have 3.
What are your 3 kids?
14, 16, 18.
Are the same man?
Bro's right. Get the
No.
Get the likes up.
How many men?
I got 2.
2 men. Okay. You ever been married?
No.
No. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay. So wait, what is the noise again? It's not the air. It's air.
Let me turn it off. No, that's the fan. Kendra said you vacuum clean.
I thought you was vacuum. I said that's good though. That's a good sign. You keep a clean home if you got a vacuum clean.
Much love to Nate. He came through and took the sponsor spot. Appreciate you, brother. He just put a king crown with it. Appreciate you. You're the show sponsor and one of our top donors at the moment. You and David Edwards right there neck and neck, man. I appreciate both of you guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you, my brother. Way to support, way to keep this thing feasible.
Mama, there goes that man.
You're a real one, James. Thank you. Okay.
Cleaner?
Yeah, but no, I still keep a clean home though, but I don't have no vacuum cleaner. But my house is clean though.
They do look clean. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have
clean.
Yeah, I don't have no dirty house.
Okay, well that's good. All right, let's do it. We got Tasha, 33, is a Cancer, security guard. Mine are 3 kids by 2 men, never married, in Houston. All right, Tasha, what kind of man you looking for, girl?
I'm looking for a loyal man, stable, know what he wants out of life. Cause I tried to help somebody, but that didn't work. That went left.
Okay.
So yeah, I just want somebody.
What you mean you try to help somebody?
Okay, I was dating this guy, and when I met him, he was selling drugs or whatever. So
Uh-oh.
I was like, well, when I transitioned and moved to Houston, then you have to get a job. So we got out here, and he did not get no job. He was just living in my house rent free. So I just put him out, and I haven't been dating.
Wait, okay. I'm sorry, because I got a text message. So back up. I heard you put him out. Tell me from the top again.
Yeah, so I was dating this guy, and he didn't have no job, but he was selling drugs. But he was telling me that he was willing to work. But when we got out here to Houston, it was a different ball game, and I saw that he wasn't getting no job, so I just put him out.
So the
That's
drug
why I'm
dealer,
to a point where you have to. At this point, I need to see your resume.
that part. You need to see your resume.
Ma'am, how dare you even say the word resume with 3 baby daddies? You need to be happy. Like, see, this is the problem with all black women are perfect, all the R10s. None of y'all know when you're completely cooked and there's no more room for bravado, and you don't get to, like, come out here with your chest puffed out because you got 3 baby daddies. At what point does your arrogance have to tween? Does your overconfidence have to wing off? Like, geez. How do you think a man feels you asking for his work resume and your dating resume is fucked up? Like, where you're supposed to be great, you're not great. But he's supposed to be exquisite, right? He's supposed to not have ever been fired, whatever. Now, I'm not saying you should be with a man who don't want to work, but this is what happens when y'all are trying to find a Carlton in a Pookie. Y'all think y'all gonna make a Pookie one day just start wanting to go work at Lowe's because of your box? No. Get over yourself.
You need to go to the job location.
Yes.
No, I need to be able to bring you. If I can't Uber Eats food to your job, we got a problem. I need to meet your boss
At this point.
at this point. But to his defense, I thought he said he told you he was a drug dealer.
No, I knew he was a drug dealer, and I was okay with that. Okay, when you, all right, in New Orleans, I was feeling like he didn't get a job because, that's where you from. You probably be beefing. You got to look over your shoulder, so I understood that. So I'm like, when we get to Houston, it's going to be a different ball game because you don't know nobody out there. You ain't got to do all that. But when we got here, it wasn't. It was still just laying up in my house, and it used to kill me because I always cook, and I'm just keep giving this man this good old cooked meal, and you not doing shit. I'm paying all the bills. I'm doing everything by myself. So I just had to get rid of him. So my next guy, I can't be willing to help you or try to, okay, well, we gonna do this or do that. If you ain't coming with it, then I can't deal with you at all.
Okay. Let me ask you this. How long before you kicked him out from when y'all moved to New Orleans to Houston?
All right. I was dealing with him like for, I'm going to say like 6 months in New Orleans. And then when we came out here, it was like 3 months after.
Okay.
But
So you gave him a 3-month grace period to get his stuff together.
yes.
And was he giving you money for the bills?
He wasn't giving me nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Anything. Nothing.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
my next man, and then again, I don't want to date nobody in my age range. I want at least like 50 and older.
Okay, why 50 and older?
I say 50 and older because I feel like 9 times out of 10, they're more mature. They have something going for themselves. They done been through stuff in life, so they know where they want to be and what they want to do. So that's why I say a little older than me.
Okay. All right. So what's some other deal breakers besides being your age?
Um, I'm big on hygiene. I don't like stink breath.
Hygiene isn't plural, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, your breath can't be.
Yeah, hygiene's not plural. See, if you're gonna want better, you're gonna have to do better. That's my message to you. If you're gonna want better, you're gonna have to do better. Right now, you are not doing better. I'm gonna keep it a buck about where you're at. You're not doing better.
Wait, you big on high jeans that are high? or hygiene?
No hygiene, like, yeah.
Okay, got
You
you.
not from
Smell
New
it.
Orleans, you know that's how we talk, Kendra. You know we got our little
Shame
own
in
thing
No,
going.
ain't nobody shade.
Say baby for me. Say baby for me.
Baby, yeah, baby. What's up,
Baby.
baby?
What up,
Yeah.
baby?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, so that smell good.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And just know what you want out of life. Don't come in thinking I'm about to, provide and take care if it's not vice versa. Like if you can't do those things for me, I'm not gonna do those things for you.
Okay,
So you
okay.
could just keep it going.
Got you. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yeah, he do. He have to be handsome. Cause I'm not no ugly female. I'm probably sore right now, but when I get together, I get together. You know how
No, stop. We can tell what women look like when they're together versus when they're not together. And I'm not saying that you're ugly, but you just seem pretty deprecating to men. So I'm not going to say that you're ugly. I'm just going to talk about how pretty you are not. That's different. See, that's like not even really like, that's almost like I'm not even shading you. Because I'm just telling you what you aren't. I'm not even saying that you're something negative. But you are not gorgeous. You are not a baddie. You're not a head turner. You're nothing to call home about. I can keep going down a decade in figures of speech to get you to understand. You nothing to call home about. Hard on the eyes. As average as the day is long. Everything Celie's father in The Color Purple said that she was. He was trying to keep it a buck. I mean, this is his daughter, and he still was just like, yeah, she ain't shit, but you can have her. I was like, damn. Like, I see why black men are up against that level of propaganda. Who shit?
ladies is Kendra, yes. So yeah, he have to look a certain way. I do like tall men. If I'm taller than you, I don't like you. I don't want to put my arms around you. I want you to put your arms around me.
Ooh, well, okay. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'2".
Oh, okay. I think that's fair. Everybody's taller than you.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta be taller than 5'2". Should he make a certain amount of money?
um, no, not really. Just a little nice bit of income to where you could help and you could provide for yourself. And not when we go out to eat or go do something, I'm paying for everything. I'm fronting the bill. Like no. So it don't have to be a certain amount of money as long as you can.
Oh, you're putting a lot of emphasis on not wanting to front the bill. You must be overweight because a lot of times I see overweight women in this circumstance more than anything. More than anything, you see overweight women in these circumstances. Like, I'm tired of being the one who pays the bills. I'm tired of being the one who foots the bill. And when really all along, you could just work on yourself and attract better dating options. But instead, again, black women believe that nobody can check us. We're all perfect. We're all 10s. And no matter where we're at, we're all still okay. You end up normalizing the options that are around you when they aren't really the best guys a lot of the time. When you're an overweight woman, you get the guys who are just getting out of jail, guys who are down on their luck financially, men who need a place to stay, homeless men, all type of stuff. Then it gets worse. Creeps, perverts, the guys that get caught, messing with kids online, Dap gonna find you, Dap gonna catch you, those guys. They even got a song, Dap gonna find you, Dap gonna catch you. You pedophiles better stay off the internet, man. And now the streamers are involved with it, man. It's never been a worse time for like kid violators, like kids who violate, people who like mess with kids and stuff. I'm glad that the internet is making the environment for you to do what you do very uncomfortable. It's nothing like somebody being in Walmart and they just like, hey man, what are you doing here? Who you here to meet? They're always like, then they always say something stupid like, I was trying to help him stay in school. They're always like, I was trying to tell him not to talk to me because that's wrong. And I know that me talking to him, I got him talking like that just so I could tell him that I was going to, before y'all came, I was going to tell him that it was wrong before y'all came. If y'all don't watch the people catching the child violators on the internet and stuff, you're living under a rock. Like, you don't care about entertainment and having a good time. You just simply don't know how to enjoy life. It's some of the best stuff. Oh my God, it's some of the best stuff I've ever seen. I can't believe they haven't been picked up by like Vice or somebody yet. It's always some casual guy just chilling in Walmart. He think that he's sweet. This guy's here to meet a 13-year-old. Oh my God. Some of the most entertaining shit you ever see. Okay, sorry guys. But I'm saying, ladies, when y'all don't work on yourself, you're relished to the weird guys in the dating market.
You know, back yourself up when it's time to back yourself up.
All right, let's do the Kendra cam.
Let me see. I don't know. Let me see if I can turn this map on. You can see.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I was wrong. Oh shit. Oh shit, I was wrong. I was wrong. She's not fat and she's actually holding. You have to excuse me. That's my Negro processor. It's just. Well, well, I'm not saying that this changes your circumstances. I absolutely would hit it. But that is beside the point. Again, every time you see women who have really, really, really nice bodies, even if they're like either aged women or women who have multiple kids by multiple different men, I just think what happens is that the woman believes that these assets can yield better results for them in the dating market. I will tell you what it does yield. You will get cracked more. More guys will want to sleep with you. More guys, like again, you walking around with that, you better believe there are going to be some guys who are going to want to peek into your situation and see if it's worth it. This is how visual men are. That even with the 2 kids on one side, what you got, 3 by 3 different men or something? That's horrible statistics. But men are so visual that they might just let you be a couple of weeks of fun. Maybe not a wife. Maybe not anything he'll keep for forever. You would have to see, and the reason why I don't think you could ever, even with a body that make a ratchet whisper lover like me cry. You still almost have no chance because here's the problem. The problem is this. The problem is that a lot of single mothers in the Black community, you all are speaking with a bravado and an arrogance and an audacity that doesn't belong to you. You all would do better with humility, especially if you're symmetrical in the face, which you're not. You just have a good body. But if you have a good body, men actually make a long-term decision more on a woman's body than I think anything else. But still, you have 3 baby daddies. Do you know how cooperative you have to be to make that not be a problem for him to be like, man, she's valuable. I mean, I know she's got kids here and there, but it's like, I feel like if I get rid of her, then I lose productivity or I lose something else. She's actually coming over here and being valuable. I just don't think single mothers, a lot of times, y'all know how much work y'all have to do. When you've even had 1 kid, let alone multiple men, oh my God, man, you'd have no room to have like bravado, like, and it. You can't do that. That was back before you messed everything up. Right? But I will say, I'm pretty sure people are hollering at you constantly when you go to the gas station and you wear little leggings. Niggas be like, hey, what up, shawty? Hey, tan leggings. Black men, we like to call you by what you're wearing because, I don't know. Hey, tan leggings. Tan short. Can I talk to you about tan leggings? He just doing that because he want to smack you. These aren't the husbands. These aren't the men who want to give you a life. You want to figure out how to attract the men who are going to actually take care of you and your kids one day. And I promise you, you're not going to do it thirst trapping. I'm going to do this Kendra cam over again for educational purposes only.
I didn't know you had on booty shorts now, Tasha. Now we see how you got them 3 kids, girl.
No, because I was inside chilling. I just got out the shower, getting ready for work. I got to go to work tonight.
Antoine said there's no overcoming having 3 men.
See, Tasha,
Yeah.
girl. So we already got to the age range. She's 33, but she want about her age. You got to be 50 and up. When was your last relationship, Tasha?
Warrior dropped 5 on the channel. He says, yeah, me too. Me too, Thon.
It was with him. I stopped dealing with him in August. So then August is going on a year.
All right. You don't got to answer, but I'm going to ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Okay, we're at 80, 20 more bucks.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna answer it. It was probably like 3 months ago.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought the way you said it, I ain't even gonna lie. I thought you were gonna say an hour ago.
No, girl.
You making it like I ain't even gonna lie. He just left.
No,
I heard that before.
I'm the type, I don't like giving my body to nobody. If you're not for me, I'm just not going around fucking just cause, excuse my French. You know, just cause I don't have a
See, I told you guys, I'm familiar with this, and I'm telling y'all, I know these ratchets better than they know themselves. I know a 304 when I see one, y'all, and I'm not proud of it. I know a 304 when I see one, y'all, and I'm not proud of it. She's not one. She just is wearing the uniform, or like she puts off that's the frequency she gives off. And the 3 baby daddies don't help either. But that's more of a reflection of poor decision making and prioritizing a man's swagger over his ability to be able to take care of you. That's still back to poor decision making at the end of the day. Sneaky Sneaks dropped 20 on the show. He says, for gold, much love to Sneaky Sneaks for sponsoring the rest of the show. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. We got a better show, even more eventful show planned for you guys for tomorrow. So thank you very much for supporting. Let's get it. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you to our show sponsor, James. Whoa, James Edwards just came through and dropped 65. Never mind. He is the show sponsor. Show that man some love.
Mama, there goes that man.
David Edwards is the #1 sponsor in the entire show. Not to be fucked with. That man don't play games about these shows. He values the shows, And I must say I appreciate his appreciation of the show. Much love, David. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate your contribution. I'm gonna make it worth it. I'm gonna make sure that I perform my ass off tonight. Appreciate you. Okay. Let's bring this back. Much love to David Edwards. Appreciate you, brother. That's 160. Okay. Much love, y'all. See you guys here tomorrow. We have another Kendra. Well, it's going to be a mixture of Ashley Dalton and Kendra G show. We're going to do Kendra G archetypes leading up to an Ashley Dalton archetype, actually. So it's going to kind of be a mixture tomorrow's show because Kendra's still the main focal of the conversation once we get to Ashley Dalton. So it won't be deceptive to the algorithm either. Much love to David Edwards and also to James Dent and everybody's continual support. Those two, between those two, it's been awesome. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and get back into it, guys. We're getting close.
A kitty cat, I have a shark.
What? You said you don't have a kitty cat, you have a shark. What? You said you don't have a kitty cat, you have a shark.
Yeah.
King317 says, best discernment podcast. For real. Go Pacers. Appreciate you, brother. Much love for that 5. Thank you. Let's spin the clip. I'm going to let this keep playing.
And I just...
Wait. What does that mean?
Like, you know, your little kitty cat. I don't got no little kitty cat. I got a shark. So...
Jaws. You Jaws down there.
Yay.
Ma'am, if I was getting ready to sleep with, if I was considering sleeping with a woman and she was like, yeah, it's like a shark, I'd be like, I mean, I'll probably still hit it. But that would throw me off.
So I just don't go around.
Up.
Yes. I have them hooked on findings. They be saying I do voodoo and all that. I don't do no voodoo just because I'm from New Orleans, baby.
Yeah, it's just that we don't trust you guys. French and Cajun was never supposed to come together. Just a stinky French good time out there, huh? Like, nobody trusts you all. It's all of the most of the things you guys do out there that makes you guys kind of look stinky and dirty. No bullshit. No bullshit. You guys are some of the most untrustworthy people in the whole entire world. Some people are wildly drawn to your accents. I am not. I would prefer to never hear it.
And that's what they do down there, baby. I don't do no voodoo. I believe in God. So I ain't with no voodoo and witchcraft and all that. I don't do that. It's just like, you know, it's just that water. I don't brag about it, but carry on.
There you go. Carry on, Shaq. Carry on. Okay. Woo, chat. All right, we got the shark. Jaws is on the phone right now. What you want to do? Swallow you all up whole with the clothes on.
So hit me up, but don't be hitting me up if you're not stable. I'm sorry, because I'm going to drop you on your head. Sorry, fat.
Ooh. Okay, well, wait. We almost done. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
I have to work on my attitude. I have to work on being consistent. And I have to work on, what else? I just have 2. Like I have,
You just have 2?
Yeah, my attitude, I don't like it.
Okay. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm that girl, period. Say what I said.
Ooh,
but a guy would be lucky to deal with me, like, because I'm loyal, I'm down to earth, like, I have a big old heart, like...
already got to the age range. She's 33, but she want to buy...
Like, that's just me. Like, I'm all about my significant other. You can't go wrong with me.
Okay, well, let's go here. Let's do it. All right. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No.
Oh, girl, you got to get it together. Only thing you can share is the Kendra.
Good, because there's still other archetypes to cover. Again, man, You got a nice body. Better body than I was, certainly a better body than I was expecting. The guys were definitely pleased. But that's not going to hold you. That's not going to hold you. And ladies, black women, y'all got to stop. Like, again, this isn't exploitation when you put it there. Y'all got to be better. This ain't it. Nothing about this says decent men, come date me. Men who aren't in the street, come date me. Men who aren't criminals, come date me. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. A lot of the men who don't mean well are looking for women like you. A lot of men who don't plan on being serious ever are looking for women like you. A thirst trapping baby mama. You're ideal. You're ideal for a thirst trapping baby mama. And don't make it so easy. You already messed up your dating market reputation with the 3 baby daddies. Don't make it so easy for men to not want to value you. Please. Don't make it so easy for women, for men to not want to. Now, before we get to the feature presentation, Kendra had a conversation with a 6'2" Amazon lady who seemed like she had some interesting things to say. It's 36 minutes, so I don't know if I can stay the whole time because time is money. But it does look interesting. I'm going to briefly see what this is talking about, and then we're going to move on over to Kendra G's conversation with the guy with this hat. Kendra G's comment section was very displeased with him, and I think it was because he was actually challenging Kendra. You know they don't like that shit.
Hey Kendra, how you doing?
Good. Your name is Queen?
Yes.
And where are you calling me from?
I'm calling you from Palm Beach County, Florida.
Okay, Palm Beach County, Florida. How old are you?
I'm 50. I turned 50 January the 18th.
All right. So is that a Capricorn?
Capricorn, baby.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
The last day of the Capricorn is on the 19th. I'm on the 18th.
The 18th. Okay. You have any kids?
January 18th. Huh?
You have any kids?
Yes, I have 2.
How old are your 2 kids?
My son is 25 years old and my daughter is 22.
Okay. Both by the same man?
Yes.
Okay. So we got Queen, Florida. What do you do for a living?
I actually own a trucking company, which I sent my trucks over to North Carolina with my brother. And I actually had to kind of get myself together, find out who I am, and move into this particular light that I'm in right now.
Okay. All right. Queen, Palm Beach, Palm County, Florida?
Palm Beach County, where Trump live at.
Ooh, you live where Trump live?
Yes. He live about maybe 5 or 6 exits from me off of Southern Shire.
You be seeing him at the grocery store?
No, I don't get to see him at the grocery store.
He don't be at Whole Foods. You don't be running to Trump at Whole Foods, girl.
Girl,
I know Trump be at Whole Foods, girl.
Girl, he's
right, but so before I make this next point, let me find out what you're looking for. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking, you know what? I think what it is too, a lot of the time, especially as you know, Kendra, in our Black community, you know, there are a lot of marriages in the Black community that are separated. And they've probably been separated for years and years and years, but they're separated, but they're still married. So honestly, in our Black community, we all know that's really something that people really still do.
That's true.
Right, but before I make this next point, let me find out what you look.
I think she might be using that to like justify still being like, some people are separated, but they don't, you know, they're separated, but, you know, they really are truly like not involved with each other at all. They don't even live in the same state. And then some people are separated legally and they still come sleep with each other, spend a night with each other every now and again, get weak, fall back on each other. And that can be pretty toxic. I'm surprised Kendra even let this go on as long as she did, seeing that like she usually doesn't let anybody ever be on the show while they're legally separated. But because that's technically still being married. Let's see the Kendra cam and get to the feature presentation. For some reason, I feel like there just isn't anything here.
Okay.
Listen, Kendra, I understand. I got my own channel over there, and I like this is me.
Okay,
I'm
God,
trying, girl.
I know.
I'm
So
trying.
you're 6'2", but you gave us 6'2". So let me ask this. Okay, should the guy make a certain amount of money?
Now, Granny might be 6'2". Granny got a whole lot of ass. But again, man, sometimes it's somewhat alarming that some of our older women seem to be far less mature than some of our younger women. It's a troubling thing to behold, you guys. When you really start to realize that the women, because the younger women aren't triggered to the information that men have to say about dating and relationships, they're starting to sound wiser than the older women who were born in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's a very tragic circumstance. Now, Kendra G had a conversation where Kevin Samuels was brought up, and a lot of people emailed me, and so much so, I decided to make it the feature presentation of the show. And I just want, like, Kendra's on a new press tour. I actually like that Kendra G is more independent and outside of the radio. She's able to do more. She's able to go further. Radio, they really block up everything that you can and can't say. I think with the radio constituency, she really can't be honest with black women or have just an honest, general, neutral perspective. They make you take a side. But I don't know. It's something when Kendra gets back in her natural entertainment world element, she gets comfortable enough to let like her real opinions hang out. We're just gonna briefly cover it, and that's probably gonna do it for this show, and then we're gonna move on to the next show tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get into it.
Monday, June 9th, make sure you have the awards, and shout out, man, to Ring Really Actor that makes this happen. Let me tell y'all something right now.
Excuse the audio. Their audio was terrible.
And this person that I'm about to bring on is a lot of titles. I mean, she's really kind of from Philly. She's not. She is, but she's not. She was in Philly for a second. But I call her the female Kevin Samuels. That's what you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendra G is the building.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, shout out to Philly. Shout out to you. Thank you for having me on your show. I spent years in Philly. I did radio in Philly. Philly is definitely a part of my legacy. I will forever love Philly. Oh my God, Mike Jarrett.
Hog Thomas says, for the education, entertainment, and the blue blazer, much love. Thank you, Hog Thomas.
Alex, like,
You I do it, brother. Thank you.
I love everybody in Philly.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Kendra.
I don't think I'm a female Kevin Samuels.
No, yes, you are. Nope, yes, we can right to it.
Okay, let's get to it.
You are a female. Listen.
Okay, tell me why.
Let me tell you why.
Now, I would say that if Kendra wasn't so rebellious to the things that Mr. Samuels has had to say, and so disgusted by men's following of him and men's acceptance of the information, she would realize how closer she stands to people who think like him than not. But she spent a lot of time just fighting everybody and just being combative and just making this about men just want to hurt women. The short-minded perspective. The short-minded perspective to this conversation is that men only do this to hurt women. And then people who actually ingest this conversation understand that there's a long-winded version. There's a long perspective that you can there's context you can add to this conversation that add value to it. Kendra, to act as if to be compared to someone like Kevin Samuels isn't an honor because you don't understand the value of the work. You've been spending so much time trying to be a knowledgeable modern woman, which those don't go together. Modern women are knowledgeable. That's why they lose. Not all modern women. I say that in general.
Okay.
Not all modern
You
women.
got a lot of dudes hot with you.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you why. You need to open up a gas station. You sell more gas. You be like, hey girl, you look good. I think all them joints don't be right.
Something that I've called Kendra G out on before plenty of times. Something I've called Kendra G out on plenty of times. I've been said Kendra G's show is exploitive because when you tell a woman that she's okay when she's overweight. When a woman is overweight and you just say, oh yeah, it's all right, sister. Ooh, look at you. I see you, girl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you don't have a conversation with her about what her plan is to fix it. That's gassing her where she needs real fuel. Not the gas. She needs real fuel that'll actually keep her motor running for real.
They should be the used car lot. Come on, let's give it a buck.
The second guy.
I'm keeping it real. I'm not judging them. I'm not saying I'm eye candy. I'm not listening.
And here, see, and again, she's like, how you look. It's always, see, with black women, y'all can never just have a conversation with us. It's always hostile. It's always like, well, what you got going on? What's your situation? Instead of looking at it as an opportunity to grow, you're already wrong because men, we don't have to be the attractive person in the dynamic. We don't have to be the beautiful one. We don't have to be the pretty one. Have you ever seen an offensive lineman in the NFL's wife? She's usually gorgeous. He's usually big, broody, and wide. Nothing pretty about him. He's valuable. That's why he gets the good woman. You guys don't get to use your value like that. We don't care if you own a business. We don't care if you got money. If you're built like a lineman, you're single. Or just not with the high value guy. Either way it goes. Or just not with the guy you want. Not even just a high value guy, just the guy you want. Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a dime. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm a dime. No, I'm not saying that.
How you judging non-dimes?
No, what I'm saying is, this is where the problem comes in.
Oh, I'm listening.
Okay.
If you're not a dime, why are you judging non-dimes? Kendra, you are either stupid or you just never grew up. I'm going to go with both. Like, again, men aren't ranked based off how pretty they are in the dating market. See, modern women, you guys lose because y'all think y'all are the same. Y'all think that if you feel it to be true, we'll be on equal footing. That's why you think because you make $300,000 a year, Kendra, you'll find a man who's going to want to... You find a $300,000 a year guy who really, he wasn't okay with $300K. He really wanted $6. And that's where you come in. That's the only scenario where a guy actually cares about that money. If you understood your place, you would understand he don't have to be pretty. I bet you the female equivalent of him, a fat woman who has an entertainment company, who wears questionable costumes or whatever the case might be. I bet you that woman's has less options than the successful fat guy who's in the same position. If he's funny and charismatic or even influential, pretty women will want to sleep with him. Is that the same? Is that true for Gabrielle Sidibe? Is that true for successful, overweight, sloppy, non-symmetrical women? I don't think so. I think you know that not to be true. I think you might have went to an HBCU with a big girl that was black and educated and more brilliant than everyone there, and then one nigga want to deal with her because of the way she looked. Nobody cared that she was on top of the class. Because she was either non-symmetrical or she was overweight. And nobody ever saw her. I'm tired of women acting like they don't know what this is.
That they don't be dumb. And you be like, oh, yeah, girl.
Okay, let me explain what I do. First of all, I have it. Okay, because I don't give advice. I have a dating show. Now, there are times when I will give advice. So what I do is you come on my show. I have a dating app, Kendra G Singles, iPhone and Android phone. So I'm like, I don't want to tell about the dating app for famous one, but, you know, that's what I do. So people call me looking for love. People have gotten married. Babies have been created. Now, a woman may have a requirement, a desire. Here's what I will say. And a lot of times it goes left with salary because men equate salary. They go all over the place when somebody got money, when they want a certain amount of money. Now, if a woman tells me she only wants a man that makes 100K, I will say to her, if you don't get a man that makes that amount of money or more, are you okay with having no man? Because that's the freedom. She has to live her life. Now, I could ask that question, and if she says, I'm okay, then she's okay. There's plenty of men single. Men do not judge other men for being single. But all of a sudden, y'all want to judge all the women when they don't have, they're not in a relationship, they're not married. Y'all don't want to be.
That's because what I love about the late great Patrice O'Neal was that he left so many great useful quotes right along with Mr. Samuels. He says something in his Elephant in the Room stand-up special, actually one of my favorite comedy stand-up specials of all time. He says, men, we don't want to be alone. We just want to be by ourselves. And there's a difference. And I even go further. Men, we're never really truly alone when we're alone. We're by ourselves when we're single. And that's different. And let me explain. Let me further elaborate. I'm not going to just leave it there. When a man is single, a lot of the times, a woman caught his attention while he was enjoying himself. That's why it's more profound. He didn't sit around crying, wondering when his time would come. He would be happy for a couple of weeks. Then when his friend gets married, he cries and wonders when his day is coming. No, he never did that. He never did that. When a guy chooses to be with a woman, he was actually kind of already having a good time. And it's just another reason why women should appreciate a man's position in monogamy more. Yes, more. Don't ever think that when you get in a relationship with a man that your faithfulness is the same as his. His counts for more because his position in nature is to hunt and to gain a woman. Your position is to be gained. When you get back to the dating market, you have plenty of men still hunting you. But when a man gets back to the dating market after a long relationship, he'll have to develop a whole new ability and a whole new plan to hunt and to be able to gain access to a woman's body. Starting from zero, all his hoes went off to move on to other women. Or other men, excuse me. Or maybe other women. But you know what I mean. That's going to be the longest monologue of the show. But it's just funny to see women with so much notoriety struggling over this stuff. It really should be trivial. Let's continue. Or it shouldn't be taboo, I mean, is what I say. My goodness. Let's get into it. Let's get real.
But y'all don't talk about them. And the reason why y'all don't talk about them because y'all want to talk about yourself and there's no money in that. People are just mad at me because there's money in talking about black women. That's what it really comes down to. And I have no idea why y'all are so concerned about a woman that y'all claim y'all don't want.
That's also not true. Oh, Jesus, she's running a clinic on false narratives. Look at this. This is the face of pure malice and vitriol. Look at this. Look how Kendra starts looking when she starts talking about black men. Look at her. Look how Kendra starts looking when she starts talking about black men. She's just like, look at the Cynthia G all over her. Just look. She's like, delusional men be calling in too. Nobody care about that. Ain't no money in that. It's like, great. I'm glad you brought that up. Why is there no money in it? Why is there no money? Why is there no money in it? It isn't because nobody cares about men and because men actually are dealing with, when it comes to dating and relationships, what appear to be oppressive like circumstances. She's like, oh, it's so much money in there. It's like, ooh, Kendra, we're living the life. How much money do you think we're making? I mean, it's not bad money, but it's like, what do you think? Like, if anything, some of us are losing money to do this. Like, what you think, man? What you think? And it's funny, she's like, and these are women you don't even want. It's like, that's not true. Black men are having these conversations. Black men are gathering at these podcasts because they're trying to figure it out with black women. Most of these men are men who don't want to date out. That's who most of these men are. Yes, men live in oppressive circumstance. Let me explain. Let me elaborate. You might think it's funny, but I'm pretty sure men don't think it's funny. The family court system, that's just one thing. The fact that men can't talk about how they aren't entertained and how women aren't funny and stuff like that so that they can still gain access, that's really oppressive. The fact that men can't even talk about how they prefer multiple women, even though that's how every man feels inside, that's oppressive. Like, that's why when y'all hear me say stuff like, oh, I'm not monogamous, or I would never tell a woman, it would, like, I would never lock myself in like that. People are like, oh, because in Western society, you're supposed to bitch yourself up so that you, like, where do you guys think the whole, when a woman gets mad at a man, he goes sleep on the couch shit? That was the beginning of them trying to bitch us up. That was the beginning of them them trying to bitch us up. And men certainly, I don't think I would have a job if men weren't, you know? I don't think, I think if everything was just even Stevens for men, and this is what I think people like Kendra should understand. People wonder, like, why guys come to podcasts like this. I promise you this. They wouldn't care about shit I'm talking about if there wasn't a disparagement, if something unfair wasn't happening. I promise y'all, we'd have no audience. Nobody cared. Yes, the reason why men don't never say the word oppressive, because we're men. But doesn't mean it's not happening. I know it's happening because I can't believe I have so many men almost 30 years older than me following the issue, following the topic, putting emphasis on the topic and understanding its value, because they can see the disparagement. They can see how they're trying to move men to something like lesser and something minimalized. You guys better believe men are oppressed. And if you don't, I'm surprised how anybody could even hang around this platform so long not understanding that fact. And no offense to you, Fantasy Island girl, but again, if you don't see that, shawty, hunt y'all down. In what regard? What do you mean hunt you down? What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is why sometimes I like you, sometimes I gotta block you. What do you hunt you down in what regard? Hunt you down? I'm here to say this to all the black women tuning into this show. Hate to have to use you as an example. You asked for it. You always come in here playing. If you black women really truly believe that we're just these murderous, evil men who are just gonna unalive you, take y'all black asses over to the white men, the Asian men, the men with one hip rhythm and shit like that, and deal with them. Why do y'all want to deal with black men? And you believe black men are after you, trying to kill you. Y'all gotta get therapy. Like, if y'all truly believe that your men are trying to, like, we're hunting you down. Oh man. Oh shit, fellas. Did y'all hear what she said? She said there. Come on, man. Come on. Do better. Do better. Come on. Come on. Y'all are literally hunting us down. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Be quiet. God, fellas, we are in trouble, black men. Get your passports.
If she doesn't get what she desires, that's only going to fall on her. It won't affect me. It won't affect you. But I have to give her the opportunity to put herself out there. And there are plenty of times I have given suggestions to certain women on ways
We cook, fellas. They think we coming to just.
go in the market, and I also try to give truth because I think a lot of women don't know what it is. And I don't
They think we waiting for him to come around the corner.
they really knew what comes along with it.
Yeah, hook off on her shit.
What the hell are you talking about?
Stop. Stop talking. Now you get to be quiet. Not acknowledging you anymore. Just shut up. I think that you haven't had enough men talk to you the right way. Be quiet. That's the problem. A lot of you women, y'all haven't been told to shut the hell up enough. I'm the nigga. And where your nigga at? Tell him to tell. I'm telling him to tell you to shut up.
He does get more. No disrespect with Ross. I love Rick Ross. Hey, Zach and Keith, y'all trying to come see y'all.
Hunt us down. Find that very offensive. Black men, you all should find that type of rhetoric very offensive. Where y'all hear women talking like that, cuss they ass out. That's what you do. That way, so that the bitch know you not really like one of them type of guys. Like, make them come correct or they gotta go.
They will say, depending on the type of guy that you want, you have to be as pretty as possible for that type of man. But again, to me, it's what I'm trying to get women to understand. These men are not, if you want to be a wife, these men don't want to be husbands. So why are you wasting your time?
Oh, now men don't want to be husbands, Kendra? Now men don't want to be husbands? Who said that? Who said that men don't want to be husbands? Who said that men don't want to? Who said that men don't want to be husbands? Actually, men who make over $100,000 a year, what ends up happening is that those men are some of the most displeased men in the dating market. They are. They're some of the most displeased people in the dating market. That's the truth. We had to get Fantasy Island Girl. Everybody say goodbye to Fantasy Island Girl. She's never coming back. She's gone. She either comes over here and tries to support or she tries to come over here and troll. I'm not the fucking one. She can go talk to her nigga somewhere. If she got a nigga, I don't know why she over here so much. Enjoy your man. Go be up under him. Let him hear that bullshit. We don't need you. Don't come back, bitch. Now, I'm glad. I don't got time for flippy floppy motherfuckers. Some people come over here thinking that they can talk to me. Like, it's like, you can't talk to me. I'm the one who, like, you can't tell me shit. Talk to your nigga. Can't tell me shit. I'm not just anybody. You can't talk to me like I'm just anybody. Now, I could probably tell she probably married to a white dude because she probably used to being able to talk any type of way over there to a white guy or everybody like, come over here, you gonna get corrected. This ain't that. You say some shit like we hunt black men down, you definitely cooking. You definitely was cooking for a cuss out. I don't know what she thought this was. Come over here talking about black men hunt black women down. Yeah, that was her. That was gonna be her last day on the platform. Because that's false. That's what we call false propaganda that some black men still dealing with. Some of y'all women call the police hoping that white police officers believe that narrative. Trying to hurt black men. I don't like that type of stuff. It's evil. It's evil. Evil. I didn't know she married. I didn't know who she married because I ain't in that whole business. I don't know who she married. I just said congratulations. But I tell you what, the easiest way to lose me is talking about some, oh yeah, y'all literally hunt us down. Oh yeah, you gotta go, shawty. Bye, Stacey Dash. Get your ass on. Go and sit somewhere with Candace Owens and the rest of them liars. We're not unbanning her this time. That bitch done. Be gone.
situation.
Okay.
Like, I agree with you. You know, as a guy, you don't have to be
Fuck her.
Like, then women, they come back and say, well, you got to make this, you got to do this. Why does it have to be that way? Why can't
Well, I agree with you. I'm not going to disagree with everything. I think there's a lot of things. I think the internet has changed the reality of real relationships.
I agree.
You know, people are now, like I was saying this earlier, there's a girl whose man might want to take her to Applebee's for her birthday.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with Applebee's, but now the bar has been risen because this girl seen Keisha go to Spain for her birthday. So now she can't be excited. And I agree with you. When we're watching everybody else who's like,
Hold on, Kendra. Like, does that make it? Hold on. That's not even logic. That's not even logic. It's not even logic. Well, if a girl, like some of y'all took to Spain and he just wanted to hit. He didn't want to marry you. So you don't get to just raise your bar like that. Mr. Samuels was the first person who put this on notice. That you women come into like you guys will get an experience with a $500K a year man. So you think that that's your norm. No, you just got brought on a boat. You're right, Warrior Queen. We got to stand on our square. We got to draw the line somewhere. Some people come over here and they try to bring like a little bit of a female objective, but then they toe the line. They try to play with me, except I'm not somebody who can be played with. That's the only problem. And it's funny, I'm a comedian, but I'm also somebody who can't be fucking played with. It's weird. It's all fun and games until it isn't. Always in black spaces, but married to a white man. I'm confused by these chicks too a lot of the times. I didn't even know that she was married to a white guy, to be honest. I didn't care. I honestly was happy that she was successful, but that does bring perspective to why sometimes she comes over here and sometimes she's even donated money before, but then sometimes she's kind of like antagonistic. Like she thinks that she thinks she on my level. Like she thinks she can like tell me what I'm doing. Bitch, please, you watching my show. Like, what are you talking about? And it's sad to have to do that to people who have donated money. I hate to have to get rid of somebody who donated money, but it's just like, you could donate me money, you still can't talk to me, crazy. And you definitely can't say some shit about black men, talking about black men are hunting black women down and thought that I wasn't going to say shit. Smoking. She was smoking a particularly interesting brand of crack. Fantasy Island girl. And to be honest, I ain't gonna act like it's water under the bridge. She been here a minute. She been supporting. She's donated money to the show. But I need everybody to like let her be an example. Don't try to tell me how to do nothing. And don't definitely be careful how you speak about black men over here. This space isn't inclusive to black men, but of course, I'm a black man. This is why I do this shit. Like, so that my sons can have a better life, so that young black boys can have a better dating market. I don't do the black male slander and the false slander too. Because that type of shit, black men are actually getting like locked up for. They're losing the rights to their children behind these kind of lies. I'm not going for it. There are certain things you just can't do and say over here. And I don't let black men just talk anyway about black women. That's probably what the goofy hyena would be saying somewhere right now, where you just let men talk about everybody. And that's not true either. As soon as black men go too far, black women, I'm there. And when I call you a bitch, that doesn't mean I'm disrespectful to black women. I just think you a bitch. I don't think that has got nothing to do with how I feel about black women. Don't try to bring all the other black women into me hating you. You're a bitch. You always try to like, oh, you call black women a bitch, you hate black women. Don't try to make it about black women. Don't do that. You make me sick. There's a difference.
Life and people are comparing and have lost the art of you just being satisfied within your own life and now expectations are so high. And if you're a pretty girl, you're like, I'm prettier than her. I know I can get this done on that done. So that's what you would do.
Yeah, I don't like having supporters, and I don't really know if they're supporters. That's weird. I just want you gone. Don't even donate me no money. Don't even send me no money. Like, if I don't really know if you fuck with what we doing or not, get out of here, man.
It doesn't have to be every stop has to be. But you have women that all they want to do is go to a 5-star restaurant. That'd be my issue.
For real, Jacob. Like,
your show is on fire. But the reason why I called you Kevin Samuels, because you be having them on there and they be like.
No, I feel like Kevin Samuels is on the opposite because he would be more direct. They say I'm not as direct. They think that, so that's why I was like, I don't know if I'm a female Kevin Samuels, because he was very direct. I try to be enlightening. What I try to do is this. That's what I've learned.
Wait a second. That's to insinuate that Mr. Samuels wasn't enlightening. He certainly wasn't enlightening. Just be careful, Kendra. I don't like when you get to speak on Kevin Samuels because I know you don't respect Kevin Samuels. Just be careful, man. This is weird. I don't like when you try to talk about Kevin Samuels in a positive way because I don't think you have a positive attitude about who he is. God, I'm so glad we got Fantasy Island Girl out of here, man. It's like she always would come over here, piss me off sometimes. Sometimes she'd be the best subscriber ever. And sometimes she'd come over here and piss me off. And I don't got time for it. Go annoy that white boy. He like it.
Then call me and also change your dynamic. I moved so much. So I live in Chicago now. I live in California. So everything's just gonna change.
All right. So what is your requirement?
My requirement, I always say this. Number one is monogamy. I can't be with a man who can't be faithful. So it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you have $10 million, if you can't be faithful, you're not going to be the man for me. Because that, for me, I attract men that have good income, but that's always been the challenge. So at the end of the day, I learned that.
Wait, let's stop there. God damn it. I lost the light. Kendra. You kind of know what your issue is. You've been saying this since your first viral exchange with my deal breaker is unfaithfulness because you think you get hurt in a special kind of way. You are so pretentious and so just centered. I've never seen anything like it. I truly believe you think that you process being cheated on in a worse way than other women. So you just have to draw. Like for Kendra G, you have to have, you just can't be cheated on, right? Because I personally think you believe that it would hurt you more than other women. When that ain't the truth. It hurts all women the same, even some of them women who dealt with it so that you could have a family tree. Yeah, I bet you, I can guarantee you. Mr. Samuels tried to help you with this. You wouldn't listen. Here I am coming. I'm his nephew. Here I am coming behind him. That's not how your family was built. That's not how all of our families were built. If any of y'all watching this believe that our families were built on like perfect monogamous situations that kept being, everybody was faithful, and then we just breeded another faithful family, and then we just, are y'all out of y'all damn minds? That is not how our family trees were built up. That's what we call wishful thinking. The truth is monogamy doesn't even build our family trees. That's the truth. That Paw who got a family over here and a family over there, he'd be more responsible for why family trees are happening around this bitch than a lot of things. A lot of these really fertile guys, 3 baby daddies, 3 baby mamas, 3 babies, all the different type of stuff. A man will start 3 different family trees at once. He has the capability of starting 3 different lineages at once. I feel bad for you, Kendra. The reason why, like, you act like high value men have a problem with infidelity. No, you just have a problem with the options that high value men have the rights to. And let me tell you why they have the rights to those options. They have the rights to those options because when the women became okay with being the option. Damn, Thon, that was good. Shit. Bar. Because women are always like, what makes him think he gets options? The woman who's okay with being the option. Like, she knew I had a wife or a situation or whatever. She still was like, I think I'm gonna chill here and I'm gonna play my part. That's the reason why he's got the right. It's the woman who's okay with the fact that you're his wife and she doesn't even want to be seen. Back in the day, I tell you what, women used to really be okay with this deal. You new modern women, you suck at being side chicks. You suck. You always want to be known. This bitch gonna know who I am. I do too much for him. Blah, 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 blah. Let me go pull up to his job. Man, back in the day, women, even if women got a piece of a man, she didn't want to mess up that piece. And she kept her little spot. She knew that all she had was Thursday and Friday, but she was cool with that. And he might even pay her bills just so that Thursday and Friday clear your schedule. I know women who kept this and held stuff like this down for 30, 40 years. And that's what actually helped the marriage be healthy. Was that he could go there. Because a lot of you women, you think that y'all are enough women for one man. When really you not. Some of you women think that y'all are enough women. I'm going to say that again. Some of you women think that you're enough woman for one man. You simply are not. You lie to yourself. You lied to yourself. It's simply not true. Somebody says she wants a submissive alpha.
He got $20 million in the bank, but if he can't be faithful, it just wouldn't work. But I think things change, as I get older. So when I could trust, that's important. I was in a relationship. I've been single now for probably about 7 months. I need a break. Like, I do not want to get back into a relationship. No, not this year. Maybe next year.
Again, this is why older women do worse in the dating market than younger women. After they make a mistake in the dating market or whatever, they foolishly think that they have as much tomorrow as a younger woman has. She thinks she has as much tomorrow as a younger woman has. Kendra, you're already 50. You don't have another year. This is why, guys, and this speaks right to my theory. Women are single, men are by themselves. Because when guys are single, we're not like, okay, I'm going to give myself 6 months and then I'm going to put myself back out there. Guys don't do that. Well, when you guys are single, you're almost, even when you got 30 guys in your inbox, you're far more miserable than a single guy is. See, Kendra, you're starting to see that every time you try to compare yourself to a man, it's simply just not a good idea. You should just enjoy being a woman. You should just enjoy being a woman. There's nothing wrong with that.
Grace in saying they choose to be single. I have no idea why they don't believe a woman would choose to be single.
Here's why. One person in the scenario, vulnerable to imminent danger, violence. The other person, he's the protection of these things over here. He can protect from these things. If you're just stuck having to deal with these things with no protection, who's worse off? The guy who's single, but he's the protector and he can take care of himself alone, or the person who's single and cannot take care of themselves alone? It's the latter. It's the women. So again, just from a sheer safety standpoint, and women can be like, well, I could just call the police. Again, that's getting a man to fix your problems. I win again. It still comes back to men. You ain't shit alone. Right? Much love to Valerie. He says, good show. Keep exposing these older women that are leading young women astray. For every weirdo troll like black woman who we have, like Fantasy Island Girl, we have plenty of women like Valerie, Alon, and Edwina who I actually do appreciate. I try to appreciate some of the other ones, but they come over here talking crazy. Thank you, Valerie. You have to excuse me. I get triggered every now and again. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Black women try to put out a lot of negative narratives out there about me, and the black women who support me counteract that narrative, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
In a choice of singleness right now, I have a lot of things that I'm focusing on, and yeah.
What gave you the idea that you would start this show?
No, I got you. I was in a, okay, I know we got it. Let's do the last one.
Okay, cool.
So how it all started, like, I was doing a morning show in Chicago, and I was in a relationship. I'm a relationship girl. This is why I said I need a break, because I don't do situationships, so we got to be committed. So in this relationship...
Oh, God, I hate to have to pause so much, but this is a delusional clinic. Kendra, this is how you can end up getting scammed by men. Getting with him, like, if a man has to do something permanent for you before you really even, like, know him well, again, it's like, I can see how you're just, man, you are such an easy woman to, like, be able to take advantage of. I just don't think you understand. You're not thinking this through.
We broke up during COVID, and I got single, and, you know...
Listen to that again.
I was doing a morning show in Chicago, and I was in a relationship. I'm a relationship girl. This is why I said I need a break, because I don't do situationships, so we got to be committed. So in this relationship...
Again, when you put yourself in a, like, I'm talking to all ladies out there. When you start telling guys who are more visual and sexual and physical than they'll ever be emotional, that they have to be in a relationship with you to sleep with you. Let me tell you how guys are going to press, how the wrong guys are going to deal with the situation. They're just simply going to tell you whatever you want to hear, or they're going to get in the relationship that you think you need to be in so that they can get the draws. Guys, we will deviant our way to the booty. You can't stop us from hitting it and we didn't mean anything long term. If we plan on hitting it and leaving it, some guys will literally do the little fake relationship just to test it. And then when they get it, they'll still dip out. And I say this to say, there's no way to get ahead of this shit, Kendra. You're out here like everybody else. Your whole no situationship, that's supposed to stop your body count from going up? When really the issue is, when it comes to you, your issue is are you ready to be a wife or not? You've already been engaged to. I believe that there probably are men who would like to marry you if you weren't so busy. It's up to you, Cringy, if you're going to put a career, YouTube, your brand above cooperating with a man, because no guy is going to come date you and use your dating and use your income and your personal success as something that like brings him in. That's not going to pull him in. It's going to be your willingness to cooperate with him, your body, your femininity. That's what's going to make him want to stay with you. You know what I'm saying? And your accessibility, how available you are. That's what's going to make him want to stay. And you busy women, y'all not available. Y'all always touring. You're at the BET Awards one day, then you're over there. You journalist women make terrible women.
We broke up during COVID, and I got single, and you know, we couldn't talk to nobody. So D-Nice was connecting us via music. That's let me do that with single people, and the rest is history. That's really what happened.
I'm gonna say like this. I know you gotta go. You doing the damn thing. Salute to you. I can't front. Listen.
And right, let's go. That's a good place to stop the show. Shouts out to our show sponsor, actually, and David Edwards. Tomorrow we'll be back here to react to Ashley Dalton's interesting exchange with this lady. Very interesting. Kevin Samuels was brought up, and she actually shaded Kendra G, and we're going to talk about how Kendra G shouldn't be loyal to the sisterhood because it's not loyal to her. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for supporting. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.